Hey everybody, it's Colette Baron-Reid. Welcome to this week's Oracle Card Guidance and Lesson. You'll notice my finger has an owie. When you'll see me doing the cards, you're wondering what's wrong with her finger. I'll just say what. Anyhow, listen, before I do the reading, because I'm going to do the Celtic Cross again with the Oracle of the Seven Energies, I just want to remind you about that awesome quiz we put together. I actually took it this morning and realized I was completely out of whack around my second energy center and my fourth. What does that tell me? Ooh, boundaries and resentments. Anyway, it was very helpful. So if you want to learn where you might need a little extra love in your life, you're going to want to take that quiz. And remember, there are 7 energies, 7 stories that we tell about life. The 7 chakras live inside those energies. There's 7 deadly sins, 7 heavens, 7 notes in the C scale, 7 colors of the rainbow, and there's so many other 7s, including Lucky 7 at the casino. So 7's mystical, and we know that 7 is the way we tell the stories about our world. So check out that, and I'm going to do this reading now. This version of the Celtic Cross is the way I do it with Oracle cards, and I think you're going to find it very interesting. So I'm always going to tell you what it means and what the position means, so you kind of get used to what I do every week with this specific type of spread until I get bored and want to do another one. Anyhow, so here's for the week. Remember, this is a general energy report for the week. So what energy is really on tap? Divine Matrix. Okay, so what this tells me is our main focus right now, for all of us, the main card, which is the first card of the Celtic Cross, is that we need to focus more on our relationship to spirit. We are part of this matrix of divinity. And that means that we are connected to all things, and all things are connected to us. There is no other when it comes to people too, right? We are all connected in various ways, and it's really important for us to remember that. And also remember that our material world lives within the spiritual, right? So it's never separated from that either. So that's one thing for us to be considering this week. What crosses us, this card tells us either the nature of an obstacle or tells us the energy of how we're kind of moving beyond it, or something that will help us or something that will hinder us, or both. This is great. So what crosses us is fear. So it's a deep breath. Now, this is card number 7, and it is from the first energy, which relates to safety, security, money, our ancestry, how we're conditioned by society, and also how grounded we are in our bodies. So this is the only shadow card in this particular energy, and it relates to fear. So what crosses us is the concept that we get afraid when we can't control something. So we're looking at the world around us and we keep thinking that, oh my God, we have to do something in order to have control over something. But that's not actually true, because this is also saying, in a way, that false evidence appearing real, but also know that the world is uncertain right now, and finding certainty in the material is not the answer. It's trusting spirit is the answer. There's my little finger. So trusting spirit is the answer. And when we do that, we're going to find our sustenance, our sense of security. It's not related to the material world is not our source of supply. Spirit is the source of our supply. And we have to remember that, even though it appears to be different. Okay, so let's look at the foundation of this reading. Now, is there cracks in the foundation? Is it solid? Where are we standing today? Oopsie. And what does it mean? Here we go. Oh, that's beautiful. Healing the heart. This is the energy of the heart. So and you look at that story that we tell about where we are and our vulnerability, right? So everybody is vulnerable right now, and obviously because fear crosses the divine matrix. And so it's a call for all of us to be kind and compassionate to one another, and to remember that we've all been through something and we're still going through something. So to to remind yourself that too, and that we are all in this together, even though we might be in the same storm, we are in different boats, but the truth is that we are in the storm and we need to reach over and help one another. And this is also about your personal world as well. Where can you heal? Where can you bring the kind of forgiveness? It's not about letting go resentments. It's really about finally doing the work, the healing that we need to build those bridges towards others where we may have differing opinions, for example. So this is a beautiful foundation for this week where we're actually stepping into healing and not away from it. Let's take a look at the card that represents the past, or the energy that's already with us, so that helped us understand the divine matrix a little bit better. And that's this card, and this card is right here. And this is card number 36, and it is about intuition and imagination. So we have seen what needs to happen, right? So we know. The imagination is giving ourselves an opportunity to do new things with old information. So I think it's really important for us to realize that we already have the answers. We've seen it. We see where things can go. We have seen evidence of the things that we need to heal, which is this card. So we already see what has to happen. And so this is a beautiful card as well, to imagine something new, because it is seeing beyond what is. Right? So we've already started that process of building something brand new. And therefore, if it's brand new, none of us really know much about it. We hope we know much about it, but we have to experience the changes to discover whether or not we're on track or not. So this is the other thing too, is giving each other a hall pass. Nobody 100% knows how to do this new life or this world right now. And the only thing is our commitment to compassion needs to be number one, and to remember that we're not alone, that we're part of the divine matrix. Now let's find out the highest card. So that means, what is the highest that we can achieve right now? Like what's really possible for us right now, for real? Ooh, this is good. Card 18, this is about identity. This is the third energy that really gives us a sense of who we are, the right to be here, the right to be ourselves. It also supports our uniqueness. And to recognize as well that each one of us, no matter how big or small, and again, it's never good to compare, because every single person equally on this planet has something to offer. And this reminds us that the purpose that we're here for is to bring spirit into the material. Right? That's the whole reason why we're here, to shine on behalf of the divine. So the power of purpose. When we live a purpose-driven life, to reference the title of that book, which is a Christian book actually, but it really is about, we are here truly to serve and to live a good life. That's why we're here. Have a good life and leave the world better than how we found it. And I think that we're all, if you're watching these videos, I know that that is your commitment too. No matter how you come at it, it's an important thing to consider. Now, around the corner, here we go. Here we go. Da, 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 da. Beyond the ordinary, also beautiful. So we have the divine matrix and beyond the ordinary, again around spirituality. This is what's around the corner, where we're heading, and how to make all this happen. So this is to trust that beyond what we know. I'm actually going to read this card. I think this card has some really good pointers in it. The mystical, ineffable part of life, trusting in the invisible world without understanding it, recognizing that some things cannot be known in advance and are not meant to be grasped. Intellectually, the awareness that everything is as it should be, even if it doesn't make sense. So here's another piece of this. No matter how hard you try to understand why something happened, or how or when it will happen, now is the time to surrender to the not knowing. The mystery is a mystery because it is at present unknowable and as yet unmade. Even its potential is impossible to understand. So what is waiting for you lies beyond the ordinary, but it has not yet chosen its shape, its path, and the manner by which it will be delivered. Your job is to stay the course, allowing whatever comes to be exactly as it will, without trying to ascertain anything in advance. Now, this is not an easy thing. So it's the same sort of feeling that you have when somebody says everything happens for a reason. And you wonder, well, wait a minute, what is suffering? No, everything happens Everything that happens has meaning and has greater meaning than what we would assign to it. You have to look at what does it mean and what can it mean. So here it says, because we're seeing here the power of purpose, we know changes need to happen. Healing the heart is really beautiful. It's at the foundation of everything. The divine matrix is the energetic matrix wherein we all live and we all interact and communicate with one another. There's a little bit of fear because we don't know about the uncharted world that we're stepping into, and we're not supposed to know, because this just says right now, the mystery is a mystery is a mystery. You just have to keep going. Keep going, and then it'll show up for us. So I find this to be very hopeful. Now, the next 4 cards are 4 events, energetic events that we will notice either on social media, in our homes, reading somewhere. You're going to run across these 4 things, and I'm going to put them all down face up, and we'll see what story they tell us. So, the land between, it's the storyteller. We have birds of a feather. Oh, this is great. And willing release. Okay, so let's get these cards a little bit staggered so you can see them on the video. Okay, so the land between and the storyteller. Okay, so we are between worlds, and this card is number 40, and it's about imagination and intuition. That's the energy of the story, right? So the story is we are not where we're going, right? And yet, where we are is exactly where we need to be. So 2 things are going on. We are on a journey, and we're in the land between what was and what will be, and we don't know what that's going to look like yet, but we have to keep going. That's what this says. The storyteller card, which is the card again about our identity, the energy is really the 3rd one, card number 17. This reminds us about how we identify with what's going on in our lives and what we make it mean. We are meaning makers. And the entire 7 energy system that I talk about is about storytelling. It's less about the centers of energy that you might learn, if you looked at, for example, a chakra system or energy centers that relate to the body. I'm not talking about that. I'm really talking about the energy of stories. And so here we talk about how important it is to take a look at what story are you telling about being in this land between. Birds of a Feather is a wonderful card. It's the heart energy, card number 25, and it reminds us that we don't do it alone. And then we have to let go attachment to the form, which is willing release, back up to the first energy that we talk about, which is spirit. This is about surrendering to the divine. In 12-step programs, and there's 12 steps, obviously, and the 3rd step is being willing to turn your will and your life over to the care of God as you understand God. And you could say it's spirit as you understand spirit, the universe as you understand it, but it really is that surrender, your willfulness of needing to see things a certain way and being really rigid about your expectations, gotta go. We don't know how it's going to turn out. We just have to stay on the journey and remember that we're not going to be alone. Okay, what a great week. You're going to see me tomorrow for the Astro Oracle reading, where I go through all the 12 zodiac signs, and then you pick your sun, your ascendant, and then your moon. And don't forget to take the fantastic quiz. Do you know where you might be in or out of alignment this week, especially since we're going through all of these really interesting experiences together right now? What better time to do an assessment on your energy and see, I think I'm a little off here. I do that every day, so there you go. Okay, see you tomorrow. Okay, so if you like this reading, subscribe to my channel and click on the link, and then there's the notification button. You'll want to click on that too, and you'll get my videos sent to your inbox, or I don't know, where do they get it, Mark? Just a notification? Anywhere where notifications are sent. Leave me a comment. We love to read them, and I'll see you next time. Take care.